Welcome everyone to the LEC post-game lobby. I'm joined by Medic and by Mikyx for the first time from the studio this summer. This makes me so happy. Yeah, this is just awesome having the players here a whole day and now getting to have PGL. Mickey, welcome and congrats.
Yep.
No problem. So yeah, I mean, the first question is obviously, was it being on stage that made you play differently or like have a different approach to the game that made you get this victory after 4 games?
I mean, for me, maybe it made me play a bit worse.
Oh.
I felt like I was kind of choking this game, even though my pick was like really good. I misplayed a lot of stuff. And I don't really think we won because we played on stage. I think we won because we played the Stratlings.
Okay.
But we'll see tomorrow if we're actually good. Because this game was still a bit too close, I felt like. Even though I felt like we were ahead the whole game, there's some teamfights could have gone either way. For example, the one in mid lane. So yeah, we'll see tomorrow, I guess.
I do think, though, in some of the previous weeks, it's felt like you've never really got ahead in the games. Like, you've always been on the back foot trying to find a way back into the game. And at least today here, you had Caps getting ahead in his lane. You had some good team fights. You were always ahead in gold. It felt more... Now, I'm not saying you like it's not 2019 G2, but it felt like a stronger G2 all round. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's also... because we let Sjokz again, but we were ahead last week against Misfits as well. This time we didn't let Elder spawn, so we learned from our mistake. I think it's never gonna happen again, so that's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt like I think we just draft better now than we did before. I think we just have a better idea of what to do in draft and also how to play a bit, I guess. Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw Wonder patting the top of Caps' head as they
For good luck. Yeah, you say about the Poppy saying, oh, maybe you didn't play that well, you didn't think, but the pick was good. Why was it so good, especially into their comp?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Poppy is just really good into especially Tristana and Diana. I think I deny a lot of Diana engages, and Tristana, it's really hard for her to play. So if I actually get an E on her at some point of the game, she will just die. She can't jump away. She can only ult me and then flash away or something. So it's pretty good against these 2 champs, and it's also good for disengaging. Like, if they want to engage with Tyracool, if they pop it, I can just start channeling my Poppy ult and ult them away. So, in that sense, it was good. The execution was not quite there. I mean, they did have 4 dash champs, so I was still useful no matter what. But, yeah.
Do you think the burden of, because obviously every lane can counterpick, but do you think the burden on support is bigger in terms of looking for a champion that can negate, like, the bigger power of the enemy composition in general?
I mean, I feel like it should, like, I mean, every champ should be able to kind of do that. Maybe there's more variety or more options on support, because a lot of supports do a lot of different things and have, like, bigger, I don't know, more crucial spells. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, supports are important. That's what I was getting at.
Well, yeah, I think also, as Mickey says, like a lot of support power is loaded into kit strength. Right. So you've got Taric ultimate or Leona ultimate, or you have Nautilus ability to multi-man knock-up or Alistair's QW, right? Whereas with other champions, a lot of it's loaded into how many items can you get, how much experience can you get. So because support ultimates usually are so powerful, you can negate more than one enemy champion with them. So
yeah.
I agree overall that I think supports do have a very important role to play in. Do we pick this last to make sure we can counter a lot of the enemy comp?
Yeah, and I think that's the Poppy was a great example today specifically. Now, of course, this was the first win after 4 games lost for G2, which, you know, is a bit of a shocker, I think, for a lot of people, especially the fans. And
they won, or
they won? What? That they won?
It's a shock.
No. But so I want to talk specifically about the Misfits game and about the cams afterwards, because I've not often seen, especially G2, who drive so much of, like, you know, adding a laugh to everything, even if it's not going too well. I've never really seen that from you guys as much. Do you want to give some context as to kind of why specifically, obviously, losing that game in that manner, that doesn't make anyone smile, and how you, from that point, kind of tried to get back on the horse and make sure you improved?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like we were just kind of shocked in game that we just kind of lost this game, because it was like the biggest free win like we've probably ever had in our lives. And yeah, I mean, I guess we were just all a bit mind blown that we actually lost it. That from like 1 fight, we lose, we like die everyone, and then they just push mid and end. So yeah, I mean, I guess everyone was kind of quiet because I don't know what to say, right? We were like, we already lost 3 games, and during the game I was saying like, nice, finally we're gonna win a game. It's against a good team. It's gonna be good for the standings, and then we lose it.
Yeah.
But I mean, the next day was fine. I mean, the next day Caps cut his hair, so like went for a big change.
Oh, so it was like a team, you know, like a team moods lifter
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was for sure for me. When I saw him, I couldn't believe it. But I mean, as soon as the week started with scrims, everything was kind of fine. Like I didn't feel like anyone was down because we lost, or we lost
Okay.
4 games in a row. And I mean, I guess the whole week went pretty well. We won a lot of games, but I guess we didn't play that great teams. But yeah, just the whole week felt as if we didn't go 0-4 just before and didn't lose this game against Misfits with the Elder. Like, yeah, it was kind of just a normal week, yeah.
Okay, I see. So we're reading a bit too much into it because I remember I saw it and I was like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
damn.
And you heard on mic check as well, Reckless just being like, I don't know what you guys want me to do here after the fight had ended, right? And it did sound from the outside
Yeah.
looking in like the atmosphere perhaps wasn't as positive as it has been in the past. And I did want to ask you a little bit about that, Mikyx, because you were part of the G2 squad that went 0-4 last year as well in summer. And I think at the halfway mark, or just after the halfway mark, that team was 5-6. Today, while you were answering there, you were like, oh, it would look good for the standings. How concerned are you or are the team about the fact that you guys, you know, you're sitting at 5-5 altogether after 10 games?
I don't think we're too concerned because we looked back at last summer when we were on a 4-game lose streak and we were, I think, 5-7 at some point, and I think we ended with 11 something.
Yeah.
So I mean, we can probably just still win all the games from now on as long as we got better from losing 4 games in a row, which we did last split. And I think we did this time around as well. At least considering this week of scrims, I felt like we played much better, drafted much better, and yeah, I mean, just we'll see how tomorrow goes. I think we can show that we're much better than the last 5 games showed, or maybe 4.
Okay, I feel like we're being so negative after you won a game, but I guess it's the standard to which you are held, right, as G2. That's just how it goes. But earlier today, Rogue, they secured sole possession of the first place. They won over Misfits, and Fnatic and the Mad Lions continue their climb towards the top. Overall, Mickey, what do you think about the standings as they are at this point in the year? Because it's caught a lot of people off guard.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Astralis is like up there.
Yeah, you kept
Like in
saying
the
like,
middle.
oh, it was only Astralis, but listen, there.
Yeah, actually, like, I'm kind of confused right now. I don't know how Schalke, I mean, I guess Schalke is, yeah, makes sense. Excelf feel like they're a pretty good team. So, I mean, I guess they're just the lowest of the 4-6 teams, but I feel like they're probably the best out of those.
Mm-hmm.
The rest seems kind of normal, except maybe G2 there.
Yeah,
It's a bit low.
weird position.
Can I just check? You said you thought XL are the best out of those like bottom teams. Would you include Vitality in that list of teams? Because it's like Vitality, Astralis, XL, Schalke, SK.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're kind of on the same level, but I feel like, I don't know. But they'll just kind of troll a lot of their games. I feel like they're better than they show on stage. And I mean, I guess they tried the top lane swap around.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess they did play Rogue today, so I'm not sure if they were expected to win, but at least they played okay. And I think, I missed Misfits.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of similar to a lot of Misfits plays. They start off pretty well and then it goes down. I think it's going to be kind of a similar trend.
Why? Why
maybe.
do people keep saying that if it's completely different players?
I don't know, because whenever I looked at the Misfits games, at least in the first half,
Yeah.
I felt like against the better teams, they got kind of lucky. Except, I mean, against us, for example, I feel like they got like a robbery. And I think Rogue was similar. Wait, did they beat Rogue last time?
No, they lost to Rogue,
Rogue
but
today.
they were ahead, and
Yeah.
then they got Crow stormed over the wall.
Oh, that one. Actually,
Yeah.
that should have been a win. Yeah, honestly, maybe they're just good.
Yeah, who knows,
I mean,
right?
Today they were playing pretty well despite losing that game, and I think their comp was pretty hard to play against the Rogue comp, but they were playing pretty well. So I don't know.
Yeah, this was
They're
a really close game. As you said, it was a super close game. Do you think there's going to be a lot of impact on like having more stage games, or is that not really a thing at this level, or is it for specific teams a bigger deal than for others?
I think for specific teams it could, help or, well, be bad for some teams.
Yeah.
Not sure if Misfits play, like, did all the Misfits players play before on stage? I'm not sure if Vitya played before. So
Well, Vito joined in spring, so he wouldn't have played instead.
Yeah.
No,
I guess, I don't know.
could make a difference.
I guess we'll see how he plays on stage.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of like a non-question because, like, we know we would have to ask everyone themselves.
Yeah, I think it's just always tough to judge how a player's going to react to being on stage. Adam today, I think, had a really good performance on stage for his first stage game, and Yamato was tweeting about it, saying, "I might as well just leave him there overnight because he's at home." So it is very much on the player themselves and on how the coaching staff deals with it. You know.
Yeah, for sure. So tomorrow we have the match of the week, Rogue versus G2. Now the good thing for you is that they're still 0-11 versus you. So, you know, how are you going to try and recreate whatever it is, voodoo, that you do versus Rogue and Best of Ones tomorrow?
I'm not really sure. Like, all of our games against Rogue, it never feels like we're just gonna win, but we win in the end. So
Yeah.
I don't know how it always works. I was really sure that we for sure lost the game against Rogue in the regular split, but well, I guess not.
It's like unlosable.
You almost lost the one at the start of this summer, but then Reckless had the Baron steal.
Yeah.
Varus.
Yeah, and I guess last summer as well, we were like on lose streak, and then Cap stole Baron with Syndra, and then we won.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's probably going to be similar. It's going to be probably a long game, pretty back and forth, but in the end, we're probably going to win. Counting on grabs to draft scaling, and then we win.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Gathering Storm is your rune of
Gathering
choice.
Storm.
Yeah.
I know we're laughing about it a little bit because it's always the case with like G2 players, I think, you know, we're looking at the positive, but it is a big game. And I feel like Medic, you know, I'm definitely looking at that game a lot in terms of both for Rogue to kind of finally break that curse, because even though they won in best of fives, it's just such a blemish on their records. Yeah, you can always tell them well, but you can't win a best of one versus us. So.
Oh, definitely. And especially like G2 are a measuring stick for a lot of teams in our league, right? If you can beat G2, you can put yourself up in the upper echelons of teams, maybe not over the last few weeks.
They're their
Obviously,
own
no
measuring
result.
stick too.
Right. And so there's this idea that, yes, sometimes you can take a game off us, or sometimes you can beat us in playoffs, but if you're not able to consistently beat G2, you can't really count yourself as one of the great teams in Europe yet. And Rogue, although they are moving towards being a great team in Europe, alongside like Mad Lions joining G2 and Fnatic, I don't think they're there yet, and constant wins against G2 in the regular season will start to really put their name up there for me.
Okay, yeah. I don't know, we'll see, right? Because I do think winning best of fives.
Oh yeah, winning best of five is great as well, but they have to do both, in my opinion, right?
Okay,
They've only done one
I
of
see.
them so far.
Okay, I see. Okay, great. Well, thank you very much, Mickey. Good luck tomorrow.
Yep.
And congrats on the win. We're not going to take a selfie anymore because you can just look at us. We're all here. It's great. And that was all from us here in Berlin today. But be sure to stay tuned rather for week 6 of the LCS. It's going to start with CLG versus TSM. And we will be back tomorrow for more League of Legends. See you then. Bye.
They can look at us.
Today, the teams are coming home as the players finally return to the stage for the second round robin. Now, for some of them, it's been over a year since the last time they were here.
2-on-1 for now. Barrels go out, not going to find the damage. Forced to flash, eats the orange Sonic Wave. Resonating strike, first blood, SK. Dash away, takes the blast, go down the flash. Jezu picks it up at the end.
Nocturnal now coming in. They're just immediately going to focus on the Bullbear. That's the fear. That's a knockback. There's just too much CC. He's only level 5. He's got nothing in the exchange.
That's a re-engage from Kirei. Blue stays alive. Jezu turns the attention onto Broken Blaze. Nuclear goes gold again. Popped! That's a Buster Shot moving forward rather. Rocket jump from Jezu, and SK win another fight. SK Gaming will pick up their second win of summer. Can they continue the chase? Teleport is up for Cries. Where are the wards? Nothing just yet. But that will just buy some time as the whirl is dead from Patrick. Picks up the second.
Caps fearlessly going forward on the White Knight here. Big damage coming in. Gwen! Oh my god! Yanko's going over the wall. Releasing his massive Reckless from downtown. Big arrows coming in. Arrows finding kills. G2 taking the fight. They take out Jessica. White Knight steals the form, but it's not enough. Wonder and Reckless versus the world. They find the triple for Reckless. They can turn to the soul.
There's no paranoia from Webbo, and that's the body slam coming out. Now Shigenda's the one that's in trouble. Ignite's available to him. Pops down the mist and is just punched to death. Adam gets the solo bolo.
Let's go!
He's got perfect guns for the 1v1 if he can just get into the midst of the team, if he can just scrap, but there's still just no room for him to play. He can't do anything against the Ziggs, and the victor, Rogue, will take first place in the LEC. They will stand uncontested at the top of the table.
It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming.